Western Conference Championship, and it's the Carolina Chaos against the reigning champs, the Utah Archers, and there they are. Out for him, RB, against the best goalie in playoff history.
It was playoff Blaze putting on a show last week, nearly 80%. I mean, it's just kind of crazy. You score 8 goals, right? You get in a rock fight, you score 8 goals. It's like, oh no, we won handily.
Yeah.
We doubled them up. It's like, what? But you kind of, the unthinkable is possible with Riorden in net. And his
become the first back-to-back champ since the Whips in 19 and 20. There's Leclerc who catches the iron. He beat Blaze, but not the goal. Their top and its score this season. At Exis is Shane Knobloch. They took him 4th overall out of Rutgers. His first shot saved by Brent Dobson. Number 45 on ESPN's 45th birthday. Maybe he'll have a big day today. There's Kyle Jackson, 1 in white and red. Gets it to Ross Scott, another rookie. 2-pointer from Ty Kurtz. Dobson has the answer. Scott with the offensive rebound in 21. Runners up a couple other times. Henningberg takes the shot. Dobson the save, and he ends up with it.
Dobson's been sharp early. He's just so steady in net. Performance defensively last year, you just then like check the next guy, check the, I mean, they held the 4 goals, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
right? Like when he crosses the line, you better get on him.
There's Moore, catches iron. By the way, it reminds you of Van Rapphorst.
Did that, but how do you counter that ridiculous pass?
One last chance for the Chaos to score in the first quarter. McKay loaded it up for 2. Now he shoots. Dobson's got it. That's easy for him. And what a start for Utah. There's Moore, and there's Riordan's first stop.
it just feels like kind of weak. And Ament, when he bumped down to attack here last year, he went off and had 8 points.
And where is he tonight?
Over. Just, I mean, this 6-on-6, it ain't working.
Are they built to do that, though? I mean, that's the most in the PLL.
Here's Jack Van Overbeck. First time we've said his name, the rookie who was sensational in the last.
In transition, asking guys like Geddes to get the offense rolling, like flash him.
Heads up.
Here comes Woodward.
Beautifully designed set piece there. They did a little.
Clock is winding down. Caraway's going to get a look. Oh. Save made by Dobson. You watch his feet. You watch his body language. He's stuck to his technique.
We see a lot of goalies making saves at their feet against bouncers, and it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a down move. What's the difference between a bouncer at your feet and maybe a bouncer outside the crease that's going to change trajectory?
2 things. One, if as your goal, if you're reading that, the further the ball away is from the crease, the higher it's going to probably come back up. So if it's closer to my feet, I can indicate that I'm going to go down low and get kind of down there to block it. I think that one's a lot easier because your natural reaction is you see that ball coming down, so just snap down low and get that hand through the ball. I think for us as goalies, when we see that, we're able to snap it here and kind of pick it up cleanly, make a clean save, and even kind of corral it, not give it a rebound, right? I think talking with a lot of kids who are younger, right, a lot of kids just try to stab the old school, kind of get over the ball this way, right?
Yeah.
I think for myself and a lot of guys nowadays, it's let's try and get it off the bounce, pick it cleanly like it's a bad pass, and focus on, catching the ball instead of saving it, so that way we can start transition up and out.
And moving your body on those high bouncers.
When did Q start doing through X, Kark?
Call that through X, through the crease, maybe? No, that's a great little piece, too, and it makes all the sense in the world. As a non-goalie, you don't think about those things, but
where Dobson has struggled at times. He's 7th in terms of save percentage, and he's given up 10 2-pointers this season.
Too, because he's so relaxed.
There's O'Keefe. Riorden makes the save. Stopping a low to high Mac O'Keefe shot.
This is where you got to go. Some guys have got to step up, like a Ross Scott and a Josh Byrne, kind of most notable. What can you do just to give yourself a shot in the 4th, right? So can you get this to 5?
Hey there, it's Coach Damon. Real quick, if you're enjoying this save edit, I want to invite you to sign up for my weekly newsletter where I send out lacrosse goalie tips, tricks, drills, everything that I was working on during that week. It's absolutely free. Just go to laxgoalierat.com/email, enter your email, and you'll get the next newsletter. And while you're at it, be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube video so that you can be notified when the next save edits come out. Let's get back into it.
The home games in Utah.
That's the look. He's got to bury that.
Yeah, great look, a lot of steam.
How far from you where you grew up?
More sweeps, shoots for 2. Blaze
got to go.
Locked in here in the third. A clean save has to equal transition.
Got to go here.
Mixing it up. KS are on the power play after an interference on John Robbins.
4th in the league.
By Jackson. Yep.
There's the 2-pointer that we thought could be the Achilles heel, right, for Dobson. But
there he is. With the quickness. LeClaire.
Nice stop by Blaze.
Riorden's dialed in the third quarter. Might just be too little too late. That's 6 stops for Blaze. Rowlett on the move. Rowlett shoots and gets hit by Hasek as Dobson makes another save. That's 10.
We're going to get 1, but make sure we're outside that 2-point arc. I don't expect him to shoot any, if at all, 1-point shots the rest of the game. Meanwhile, for Utah, it was
Burr into Jackson. Off the side of the net, that's about as good as they've done tonight. Dobson starts the clear.
So far this game.
Field stopped by Riorden. They average 20. Will they shoot at 2? McKay outside the arc. Dobson makes another save. See,
Dobson's waiting on these two.
Yeah, right.
See how he's playing?
Yeah.
He's playing a way higher crease than he normally does.
You probably want to walk the line between.
Starts with the face-off, so take a late shot here.
Dobson closes the door again. Is looked at by the league for a potential suspension, right? I mean, Rowlett got suspended as Dobson makes another save. Rowlett got suspended for a cross-check to the head.
You know,
what do you think?
And you just like hope and pray that you don't have that one game in the playoffs.
Ooh, Fields.
You know, and just
Now another rookie, Shane Knobloch, down the alley. That's another save for Brett Dobson. Man.
And you got to love the effort there by Marr.
This is a historic performance from Utah. That just knocked out. Wow.
Wow. Or the 32, and I know they're going to put in the back of the net just like that. Oh, spoke too soon. The biggest thing is take it as you will, I guess.
I'll tell you what, Mike, if I was on the Arches, I want to be your roommate.
About a month ago. Just crazy. Look at Dobson. He's got to know that, I mean, he's about to have
that's
the first.
a pitcher with a no-hitter.
It's
of
a
course
first
he knows.
clean sheet in PLL history, potentially.
Are you serious? It's like a pitcher with a no-hitter, right?
That's what I'm saying is, do we talk about it? Are we allowed to talk about it?
I've been talking about it for the last half. I have.
If the PLL just sent out a notification perfect game alert, I feel like that's just asking for it. Superstitious, maybe. There's O'Keefe. Is Blaze going to try to score himself?
Might as well.
Go ahead, Blaze. 18 saves for Dobson. Kurtz. Oh, there it is. There it is.
In transition, Kurtz finds a cutting Gettisuit.
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot. This is like one of those, like, where has this been all game? Like, if you can score.
Dobson with another stop. Maybe this is how we have to pay for our sins for how fun that first game was. And as a result, they're 1 win away from their 2nd consecutive championship. There's putting the clamps on, and then there's this. 10-1. The best defensive performance in PLL history by multiple goals. And Chris Bates' team is headed back to the championship.
Brett Dobson, the Utah Archers just made Premier Lacrosse League history. They allowed 1 goal, which is the lowest amount in the 6-year history of the league. What does that mean to you guys?
I think it's a testament to the defense we have in our team and Coach Resch. You know, without those guys in front of me, I don't think we'll be able to do that job and home the one. And I think, you know, our offense gave us a lot of confidence too to get going. And you know, it's pretty cool to be a part of history. But you know, we want to win a championship, so we're not really too worried about that right now.
Right, the big picture, you guys are now 1 win away from a repeat. Looking ahead to the Maryland Whipsnakes, they won a thriller earlier today. What do you see from them in terms of the road ahead for you?
I mean, they're a hell of a team. I'm really excited to play them. You know, they got a lot of you know, veteran guys that have been in the championship, and I think you want to play, you know, the 2 best teams. I feel like we are at the end of the day, right? So you got to respect them. They got a lot of good Canadian players. They got a lot of good American players, and I'm looking forward to next weekend and Sunday in Philly.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it.
947 save percentage. You ever seen that? Holy smokes. RB, this guy is as good as it gets.
Yeah, it came out hot early. coming out, playing a little bit of a higher arc, challenging goalies, but he's just so steady. He never really overreacts, never flinches. He's such a great communicator.
Big too, right?
He's big and he plays big, right?
Yes,
you know,
he's big and he plays big, which makes him huge. And you know what got his attention? You know, we talked about Nardella and Baptiste in the first game when you know you're playing the best. Like, he's going against Blaze Riorden. You know as a goalie, you're going to have your best game, right? You want to prove to the other guy on the other side, I want to hang with you.
He heard all week about playoff Blaze, playoff Blaze. He's like, wait, what about me?
Brett Dobson is our player spotlight presented by Champion.